Then Moses said to Pharaoh, "This is what the Lord says. Let my people go so that they may worship me. And if you refuse to let them go, I will send a plague of frogs on your whole country. The Nile will teem with frogs. They will come up into your palace, in your bedroom, and onto your bed, and into the houses of your officials, and on your people, and into your ovens and kneading troughs." That's where they make bread. That's what that. Can you imagine frogs in the bread maker? Ooh. The frogs will come up on you and your people and all your officials. So Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land. I need some help. You want help, Elise? Yeah, not yet. Okay. Maybe? Alright. Frogs. Elise needs frogs. Yeah. Frogs in Pharaoh's lap. Frogs on Pharaoh's head. In the treasure box. Alright. Let your sister have some space. Yeah. Ooh, yes, frogs on the pyramid. That's a lot of frogs, isn't it? Now, Pharaoh's magicians did the same things through their secret arts. They generated frogs as well. Yeah, those frogs on the pyramid are a scary variety.
Gosh, you're right.
Then Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "Pray to the Lord to take the frogs away from me and my people, and I will let your people go to offer sacrifices to the Lord." Moses said to Pharaoh, "I leave you the honor of setting the time for me to pray for you and your officials and your people, that you and your houses may be rid of the frogs, except for those that remain in the Nile." "Tomorrow," Pharaoh said. Moses replied, "It will be as you say, so that you may know that there is no one like the Lord our God. The frogs will leave you and your houses, your officials and your people, and they will remain only in the Nile." So then Moses and Aaron left Pharaoh, and Moses cried out to the Lord about the frogs that he had brought on Pharaoh, and the Lord did what Moses asked. So how do you suppose a frog leaves?
They go into the water.
They die. I don't know if the first part or the second part of this plague was worse.
Oh, I think they went away.
They died in the houses, they died in the fields, they died in Pharaoh's house, in his kneading trough. Everywhere there had been frogs, there were now no more frogs, and they piled them up in heaps. And the land reeked of frogs. But when Pharaoh saw that there was relief, he hardened his heart and would not listen to Moses and Aaron, just as the Lord had said. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron, stretch out your staff and strike the dust of the ground, and throughout all the land of Egypt the dust will become gnats." Does that sound pleasant?
No.
Not at all. So gnats came on all the people and all the animals. All the dust through the land of Egypt became gnats. I think there's a lot of gnats or a lot of dust in Egypt.
Yeah.
All of it turned into gnats. Ugh, that's a lot of gnats.
That means no more fun.
But when the magicians tried to produce gnats by their secret arts, they weren't able to. They could not do it. Since gnats were on people and animals everywhere, the magician said to Pharaoh, "This is the finger of God." But Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he would not listen, just as the Lord had said. So then Moses got up early in the morning and confronted Pharaoh as he went to the river and said to him, "This is what the Lord says. Let my people go so they may worship me, and if you do not, I will send swarms of flies on you and your officials, on your people, and into your houses. The houses of the Egyptians will be full of flies. The ground will be covered with them." Do you like it when there's a fly in the house?
No.
You know what's worse than one fly in the house?
What?
Two. But what if the house was full of flies? That would be stressing. Moses continued, it says, "On that day I will deal differently with the land of Goshen, where my people live. No swarms of flies will be there, so you will know that I, the Lord, am in this land. I will make a distinction between my people and your people. This sign will occur tomorrow." And the Lord did this. And dense swarms of flies came across the land. And dense swarms of flies poured into Pharaoh's very own house. Then Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "Go, sacrifice to your God here in the land." But Moses said that would not be right. "The sacrifices we offer the Lord our God would be detestable to the Egyptians. And if we offer sacrifices that are detestable in their eyes, will they not stone us? We must take a 3-day journey into the wilderness to offer sacrifices to the Lord our God as he commands." Pharaoh said, "I will let you go offer sacrifices to the Lord your God in the wilderness, but you must not go very far. Now pray for me." Moses answered, "As soon as I leave you, I will pray to the Lord, and tomorrow the flies will leave Pharaoh and his officials and his people. Only let Pharaoh be sure that he does not act deceitfully again by not letting the people go to offer sacrifices to the Lord." Then Moses left Pharaoh and prayed to the Lord. And the Lord did what Moses asked. All the swarms of flies left Pharaoh and his officials and his people, and not a fly remained. So what do you think? Did Pharaoh let the people go then?
No.
No, he had a hard heart, didn't he? This time also, Pharaoh hardened his heart and would not let the people go. So what do you think happens next? More plagues, right? This was a bad time to live in Egypt. You were an Egyptian.
What does plagues mean?
Well, first there was the plague of blood, and then there was a plague of frogs, and then there was a plague of gnats, and then there was a plague of flies.
How much is that?
That's 4 so far. 6 more to go, huh?
Six
All right.
more plagues?
So with that, we'll dismiss your children downstairs.